The tough topics. Who do you turn to when you need answers to the tough questions? You turn to Dr. Randy. No question too stupid. Well, thank you once again for tuning into the Dr. Randy Show. I'm your host, Dr. Randy. Now, we have a great show lined up for you folks today. We're going to take some emails and we're going to talk to some guests. Let's get to it. Well, our first question today comes via email, and the sender wishes to remain anonymous, so we're going to go ahead and just grant that today. And it reads, Dr. Randy, I've had a vasectomy at my wife's request, but my wife still insists on using birth control to, and I quote, regulate her period. I think it's because she wants to sleep around. What do you think? Should I confront her about cheating, or am I just paranoid? No. Well, to be quite honest with you, I would encourage you not to do that at all. Just go ahead and keep it locked deep inside. Don't even hint about it, because the backlash that you might receive might actually be worse than the vasectomy itself. All right, our next question comes via email from Sharon Volk, and it reads, Dear Dr. Randy, do I have to know someone in order to take out a life insurance policy on them? Well, we have a very special guest today on the Dr. Randy Show, longtime friend and psychologist, Dr. Richard Zinnia. Now, Dick, if I remember correctly, before you started your practice, you were incarcerated for something like this, correct?
Hi, Dr. Randy. Thanks for having me on the show. I didn't think we'd be talking about this today, but...
I'm sorry, Dr. Zinnia. But could you just explain to Sharon your thought process and how you went about doing something like this?
Now, if I remember correctly, the last time I tried to do something like that, I had to do all kinds of crazy cat burglar shit. I mean, I had to break into the house, felony. I had to go through their mail, felony. I also had to find bank account numbers, social security, IDs, next of kin, all of which is 100% illegal.
Yeah, that's against the law. Well, thank you, Dick. It's nice to see you again. Take care of yourself. Now, Sharon, when one thinks about breaking the law, you really have to take time and weigh out the pros and the cons. If one outweighs the other, then screw it. All right, our next question comes via email, and it's from a longtime listener and follower of the Dr. Randy Show, Teresa Clymer Flora. And she asks, Dear Dr. Randy, what is the best example of just because you can doesn't mean that you should? Well, that's a hell of a question, Teresa. I'm glad you asked it. I guess I'd have to start off with putting chicken bouillon cubes in somebody's shower head before they jump in the shower. That's something that you can do that you probably shouldn't. And then there's coconut Oreos and watermelon Oreos. I'm looking at you, Nabisco. That's something that you can do, but you really shouldn't. And then there's this. Now, just because you can own a tiger doesn't mean that you should. Well, that's all the time we have for today, folks. I would like to give a great big shout out to our new sponsor, the wonderful people down at Dougie's Beef Trapeze and Massage Parlor. And if you do get a chance to stop by, make sure to tell them Dr. Randy sent you.